Do you ever sleep?
Like a horse. I sleep standing up.
No, I recognize this behavior. You're one of those pathetic people who lives only through their job.
Oh. Well, be grateful. Because if I ever go on vacation, I will expect you to cover my workload. It would kill you in about a week.
No, that wouldn't kill me. That coffee might. Ugh. Whew, that smells more vile than normal. Ooh. Okay, boss, what's up today?
Well, we're going to have to start over from square one with Michelle and Danny Santos. Something I'm missing. I am missing something.
I know.
What?
I said I know.
Yeah, what?
Oh, what? Oh, you're asking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you just said it. Michelle and Danny Santos. She married a Santos, but she's a Bauer, and it's not the same thing. You know, the Bauers are some of the best people in this town. And I don't mean rich or privileged or anything. I mean, they're good people. Michelle was raised right.
She's a real Mother Teresa.
No. She's not a saint. She's just good. You know, Danny would not be able to just throw a line at her and she'd fall for it. He'd have to be a good person, too, you know. And you can't just lump the whole Santos family together. If you do that, you're missing the point by a mile.
And I wondered why the Springfield Police Department couldn't collar this guy. Michelle Santos stole evidence. Mother Teresa is a felon. Go over this, please, and boil it down for me later. Clues. You know, there are clues in these files, even if they're as sloppy as they are anywhere. You can find them anywhere, Cooper. You find them in the margin of something that was written, and that might trigger something that you remember, or something that somebody said to you once. I mean, it's just the way it's done, Cooper. Look, I know it's not all that exciting. Cooper.
Regret is a bitter thing now, isn't it?
What?
Look, I spoke to Holly this morning, as is my wont in the mornings, makes me feel good. And she regaled me with your performance with Blake yesterday. I hate to tell you something, little buddy, but you lost a lot of points.
You know, there was a time when I liked you, but for the life of me, I can't remember why.
Well, it's probably because of my charming personality and my even manner. Hey, look, don't give up. You can recoup. If you follow my advice...
I can imagine where I'd end up high.
Hey, little brother.
Let's get a table.
Sure.
Rise and shine, Cupcake.
What happened? What? What did you call me?
You know, this would go so much better if you just slept at home, okay?
I did. I slept 9 hours. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Listen, I don't know what she said or did, but don't kill her, all right? I'm sorry, I thought you guys were fighting.
You know, we both have to be awake for that. Frank, I'm glad you stopped by. There's something I want to ask you.
What do you need?
Michelle and Danny Santos. Who are they really close with?
Well, Michelle's a Bauer. I mean, she's...
Yeah, no, I got the Bauer
family.
lecture before. Thank you. Okay, the Santos family. How about the Santos family?
Okay, how about the Santos family? Danny's got, what, his cousin Tony, he's got his sister Pilar, and he got his father Ray. You're doing surveillance, right? You got a whole case
Yeah, we
file
don't
on the
need what
guy.
we have. We need what we don't have. All right, let me ask you this. If you were to pick a place on this earth that Danny Santos felt really comfortable, felt relaxed, where would that be?
With Michelle.
No, a place. Need a place, some sort of place.
Laurel Falls?
Yeah, Laurel Falls.
What's that? A nightclub?
No, it's Waterfalls. Falls. They own property out there.
Well, they own property. Isn't there some paperwork on it? Mortgage, something, anything, records?
I don't know, maybe they paid cash.
So they own land.
Yes, they own land. They're building a house out there. They were married there. Well, 2 of the times they were, right?
Yeah, she's right about that.
I gotta love it. 4 weddings and 1 wife. Now you gotta hand it to the guy. At least he's consistent. Oh, right.
What?
Michelle Santos. She came to visit me, and the day the evidence took a walk, no fault of hers, of course, she told me that I was going to need a shovel. Well, I do. I need a shovel.
What?
How do you people feel about strip mining?
Okay, I'm lost.
We are going to go up to that property, and we're going to take it apart bit by bit, piece by piece.
Well, hold on. You can't go up there and dig just because you feel like it. Certainly not in this town.
Frank, whose side are you on?
I'm on the side of the law, Arturo. You can't go digging someone's personal property without a warrant.
All right, fine. The property's got to be near something public. I'll take a little walk. I'll take a little gander. I'll see what's in public view.
Great, as long as you do it by the book.
I gotta go.
Where are we going?
No, not we. I gotta go meet a suit from Washington.
Oh, I know what this is. This is the "I'm sorry, sir, the dog ate my evidence" plea.
No, it's our evidence, and we are gonna have to painstakingly gather it again.
Okay. So what do you want me to do while you're gone?
Take a nap or something, all right?
Agent! Agent! Arturo.
There's a list on my desk of supplies that I need. Go over the list, make some copies, okay?
Sounds like you need a secretary.
No, I just need a cop that's gonna help me break this case, but instead I ended up with you. So there's a list on my desk. Go over the list, make some copies.
Glue him to his phone. I'm gonna stick pencils in his eyes.
You go get him, girl. You go get him, girl. What's up with you?
Nothing. I was just a little sleepy, and then I have this itch, Frank. It's bad.
Did you really fall asleep on her?
Well, not in front of him exactly.
You know, why don't you go see a doctor?
Oh, forget it.
Come on, sis.
No, you know what? What am I gonna waste a whole afternoon and $100 to have a doctor tell me that I'm itchy and I need some more rest?
I think something's going on with you. Why don't you get it checked out?
What's going on with me? I'm allergic to my boss.
Where are you going?
I'm going to be a cop, Frank. One who wants to break a case. Michelle. No. It's your secretary. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt. That sounds really important, but you need to do something. You need to get to Laurel Falls right away. Hey, bring a warrant.
I can't help it. I kind of like the boy.
Yeah, he's got a great resume.
You gotta admit, it took a lot of brass to lay it all out there like that.
Well, he's always had plenty of nerve.
You know, and I can't be for sure, but I think maybe he might be bright. Let me pay for that, okay?
Well, you know, if he was a dummy, I guess Mara wouldn't like him, right?
No. Let me tell you something. He's cute. That's all they care about at that age, cute.
Let me take it.
No, you got the last one. I get this, yeah. You got $10 I can borrow?
Just give me the check.
Hey, it's a rite of passage.
Why did I think that you were going to make me feel better? Here.
And anyway, if it doesn't, we can always take them apart. I think we can handle that.
Well, that makes me feel good.
Good.
You're actually going to hire that punk? I mean, at the end of the day, I'd count my hammers if I were you. Excuse me.
I finally get him calmed down just a little bit, and you have to come out like the boys would do.
Suits me, don't you think?
Exactly. Hey, I bet that I have this book read and a book report turned in before you even get through the first page.
visible from the road.
Well, I hiked back that way, from the south. And for the warrant, I found a piece of land that's still public where you can see it, as I took pictures while I waited. And CSU's on the way.
Maybe we can look to print. You know, it depends on how hot the fire got. Any other trace evidence?
Not immediately visible. We'll know more. CSU does their work. I'll tell you, all these pine needles and all that rain day before last, we are not going to get a usable footprint. I did find 6 sets of tire tracks in the nearest trail.
Oh, we'll find something. What made you think to come out here?
Thank you.
Very much, excellent. All right, I want your bag of anything that might have any prints. Right, I want you to take impressions of any, thank you, of any tire tracks or footprints that might be down by the road. And I want you to look out for any little things, buttons or bobby pins or anything like that. Also want shots of the entire area from all different angles. And do not touch the campfire until the lab boys have got what they want. You got it? I need the report on my desk as soon as possible. Thank you. Looks like we might have nabbed ourselves a criminal.
And what criminal would that be?
Michelle.
Michelle Bauer.
Michelle Santos. Her sister did an incredible piece of work. She followed her instincts and she went up to Goon Lake.
Laurel Falls.
Whatever. And she hit pay dirt. I think we have enough to put Danny Santos' wife away.
No, you wait a minute.
Frank, somebody built a campfire not too long ago. I found a melted audio cassette, charred bits of paper and file folder, probably enough to identify it as the evidence that was stolen from Agents Murdo and Ituro.
So what's the link to Michelle?
It's only on her property, Frank.
Did you think for 1 second maybe someone's steering you in the wrong direction?
No,
here?
I think that forensics will come up with enough incriminating evidence. We're obviously not dealing with a pro.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Come on, sis, what's going on here?
She's gonna bring her in.
What do you mean bring her in? You're talking about arresting Michelle Bauer here.
Well, no, not yet. We'll see. Maybe if she cooperates, we'll cut a deal or something. We'll see.
No, you're barking up the wrong tree. But fine. I'll go get her.
No, Frank. No. I mean, when it comes to being objective, it's not really you who would be that with Michelle, you know, so I'm not saying that you mess anything up, Frank.
Thanks for setting that straight. But you think you're going to blow your element of surprise here if you drag her down here?
Nobody's dragging anybody. Send a couple of nice gentlemen down there, ask her politely. If she makes a fuss, well then, we'll take it from there.
This is getting tired. I was in the middle of doing my baby's laundry. What is it now?
Michelle, please. We just want to clear up a few things, all right?
It's about your little marshmallow roast up there on Mob Hill.
Laurel Falls.
Whatever.
What marshmallow roast?
Don't you want to call Ross first?
Why?
So you'll have a lawyer present?
I don't need a lawyer. I'd like to get this over with as quickly as possible so I can get home to my baby and my husband.
Don't.
Frank, don't you have a little work to do somewhere else, something personal?
Fine.
Cooper, do me a favor, call the lab, see if the boys got what they need.
Oh, they said they'd call us.
We'll check anyway.
Right.
Use the other phone.
Are you afraid to have witnesses? If you think you scare me, you don't.
Right. Mob wives eat federal agents for lunch.
As long as there's enough mayo.
This is not a joke, Mrs. Santos.
You're right. You're right. As far as I'm concerned, you're dangerously close to an harassment suit.
Just shut it. Shut it, because I've got you.
More empty threats?
You think you're very clever, don't you? You and the whole Santos family. You think you're above the law. You think the law doesn't apply to you people.
Does it apply to you? Or do you think you have the right to bully people because you carry a badge?
You're about to learn who you're getting involved with. What you're up against. I am done playing games with you. I am done being Mr. Nice Guy to you.
Oh, Mr. Nice Guy.
I have the answers. Now I'm going to give you the questions. If you get them wrong, we'll go over again until you get them right. If you fail this test, you are going to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
You know, one minute you say, I'm clever enough to steal critical evidence out from under your nose. And the next you say, I'm stupid enough to practically lead you to me. It doesn't work that way. You can't have it both ways.
You know, Mrs. Santos, you're just making this a lot more difficult on yourself. I have a crackerjack forensic team that will show up here with enough proof to convince any jury that you burned those tapes to protect your husband and the Santos family. And then it's going to be too late to make a deal.
Oh, a deal?
Look, Michelle. I know that you're from very nice people, okay? How long do you actually think that you would last in maximum security federal lockup? You'd be fresh meat. By the time that you got out, your baby wouldn't even be a baby anymore. Your baby wouldn't even know you. Your baby wouldn't even want to know you. So just be reasonable. That's all I'm saying. Be reasonable. I'm not really looking for you. I'm not after you. Just help me, and I can help you.
Very smooth, Arturo. I think I'll call my attorney now. Oh, I'm sorry. A mob wife would refer to her attorney as a mouthpiece, right? Well, my mouthpiece is a pitfall. And once he gets a piece of you, he's not gonna let go. Hope you have good health coverage.
Mrs. Santos, be smart. The minute I get that call from forensics, I am going to have to charge you. So if you cooperate, now I can give you a better deal. What do you owe this Santos family?
I am a Santos, and so is my baby.
Michelle, don't say another word, please. Well, Agent Itoro, it's good to see that you're operating with total disregard for the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States doesn't say anything about a fair exchange of views and ideas between two people.
Well, unfortunately, your version of that includes intimidation and coercion.
He said I wouldn't last long in a penitentiary.
Did he? That's not very nice. Have you filed charges yet?
No.
So this is yet another fishing expedition?
Not really, Ross. Somebody made a campfire up at Laurel Falls, and forensics says there's enough left in the ashes to determine what was burned and probably enough to prove who did it. So, if Michelle knows anything about that, she should probably say something.
So you drag her in for questioning without her attorney being present? Doesn't sound like you, Harley. Frank, it doesn't sound like you either. So it must be you. Should I file charges for violation of her civil rights?
Counselor, she said that she didn't want her lawyer here, then she changed her mind. Did you see me stopping her making a phone call?
He's right, Ross.
As it says in the Constitution, may I please have a moment alone with my client? Oh, Michelle. Do not say a word, because I don't want to know.
But you do know. As far as I'm concerned, they got that evidence by entrapment. And from what they heard, they knew Danny wasn't into anything major. In fact, he got himself into trouble because he was trying to get himself out. But I guess they had spent so much time and so much energy, they decided to squeeze him anyway. If this is part of our government's Department of Justice, it just isn't just at all.
Michelle, did you say any of this to Agent Itoro?
No, I told you what I said. I didn't have to lie. When I couldn't stonewall him any further, I called you.
You should have done that in the first place. You are not to say anything to anybody. That includes Harley and Frank. It also includes Rick and Maida.
I tell Aunt Maida everything.
Not anymore, you don't, for her sake as well as yours. We're not through.
Oh, well, neither are we. Have you hammered any sense into your client yet?
Yes, I have. She's not going to cooperate in any way, and until you file charges, she's not even going to communicate with you.
That's a big mistake.
On your part, yes. I think it's time that we review several constitutional points.
Agent Itoro, the Constitution guarantees certain inalienable rights to everybody. To her, to him, to her, to me, even to you. And that includes not being hassled by over-caffeinated federal agents who want to badger citizens into artificial confessions. Now, until you press charges against my client, and this is important, so let's review it. Until you press charges against my client, please conduct yourself in accordance with the laws of this great and wonderful land that we're all privileged to live in. Michelle, let's get out of here. Now, Itoro, the more I chew you out, the more I understand the problem that this country has with higher education.
So, you finally gonna back off now?
Oh, no. We got him on the run. It is full steam ahead. Thank you. Well, until Ross Mahler opened up his yap, I was starting to have my doubts. I can get blood from a stone, but Michelle, she didn't even bat an eye. I was starting to think maybe she didn't do it at all.
Oh, good. I'm glad you finally see the light.
But you see, a lawyer never comes on that strong unless their client is guilty of sin. You broke this case wide open. I want to tell you that I am sending in a commendation letter for you. Big thumbs up, Blue Eyes.
They're green.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally appreciate her.
You know what? You're not planning to pursue Michelle any further until we do actually get that forensics evidence against her. I mean, her lawyer was right.
What's right for them is not necessarily right for us. If we do anything, we push a little hard.
Why?
Why? Because Michelle is she's going to work with us to protect her mobster husband, and he is going to do the same to protect his little wife. All I have to do is break one of them, and I got them both. It's a beautiful thing.
I did not!
Tell me you have some oatmeal left.
Help yourself.
Gee, thanks. Hey, don't get up or anything.
Over here.
Does he even know that you're here?
Well, he grunted when I said good morning.
Must be a good book.
Oh, you didn't catch the title of that book? Blake gave him an advance copy of her book that she wrote about Selena.
I thought he swore he was never going to look at that thing.
Yeah, well, he's been looking. David has dibs on it, and you're going to have to get in line.
Always time for a book these days.
What's the matter? Itoro running you ragged?
Well, at least I figured out what FBI stands for. Friggin' bully of intimidation.
Oh, I'm glad to see you really like the guy.
Oh, yeah. I got some other news for you.
Yeah? What's that?
He got a court order to bug the Bauer house.
He did what?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it gets better. Guess who gets to plant it? Do I get to quit now?
No, I don't get that. What does he possibly get to learn from Michelle and Danny there? Danny's out of the business now.
You should have seen his face when he told me about the buck. It was like he got this sadistic thrill giving me the assignment.
Did you plan it?
I haven't actually had time to start to do that
here
yet.
we go.
Frank, listen. What if Danny and Michelle happened to find out about this?
What do you mean by accident?
Maybe. I don't know. Look, I hate this. I hate this. Why now? They're finally happy.
Do you want to prove Gus Itoro right about this one, that the Coopers don't know how to draw the line between duty and friendship?
I didn't say that I was planning to tell Danny and Michelle that I had been assigned to put a bug in their house. I was saying, what if they found out?
And how would they do that?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, sis, listen, I'd vouch for you. Don't make me out to be a liar here.
What would you do if you were in my shoes?
Well, if Danny really is out of the business, then he won't say anything incriminating, now will he? Maybe finally get off the hook, but if he still is in the business, then, well, he gets what he deserves.
Prison time? Where does that leave Michelle and the baby?
If the guy can't go straight, she shouldn't be with him.
Frank, what if Michelle really did have something to do with burning that evidence? All she has to do is mention it, and Gus will have her right where he wants her.
I'm going to say this again. She didn't do it.
Maybe you should get your head out of the sand.
She is a Bauer. She's Rick's sister. She's Maida's grandniece.
I know.
The only thing they're going to pick up from that bug is everybody going goo-goo gaga over the baby. And hopefully that'll make Gus Ituro very, very sick.
I know it will.
This might be the final thing to clear their name and get him out of their hair.
And ours, too. Okay.
So you going to do it?
Yes, I'll do it.
Good girl.
I'll do it. I just
Good.
feel like a big fat traitor.
That's funny. You don't look like a big fat traitor.
You're eating my food.
Oh. So what's going on over there? Looking mighty guilty over there, Harley. So what, you planning to knife your sleazy new partner in the back or something?
Not him, no.
Oh, that's too bad, because he's a real jerk.
Yeah, we were just talking about him. Actually.
Me, I would kill for a cup of coffee right now.
I'll get it. I mean, my daddy's not going to surface until he finishes that book.
Is this Harley's?
No, it's Blake's.
Blake's new book.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's Blake's.
Well, you know, I was just about to make myself a delicious bowl of oatmeal. How about you?
Oatmeal. You're going to eat oatmeal for lunch?
It's soothing. No, I know what you want. A burger, medium rare, hold the mayo, lettuce and tomato, potato salad instead of French fries.
Predictable Rick. I always order the same thing.
I hadn't noticed.
That'd be great. Thanks, Scoot. Yeah. He is so absorbed in that book. Maybe I need to buy a copy of that so I can read something during my solitary lunches.
Did you come here looking for sympathy?
Oh, hey, Frankie, I have noticed that you have stopped visiting Inferno now that May's moved back to Chicago.
Her name was Mary.
Did you see any of this coming, Frankie? Honest, did you see any of it coming?
No, I didn't.
I mean, it's not like, you know, I feel totally shell-shocked. I mean, we had, a couple dates? How many dates did you have, Frank?
One.
Wow. It's not like we owe her anything or she owes us anything. You know what? The problem is, I guess my real issue is that the dishonesty. I have a real issue with the dishonesty.
No potato salad. How about coleslaw?
Coleslaw's fine. You know, I'm just trying to convince myself that it was just part of her job.
I'm sorry, who's that? Harley?
Mary.
Oh.
But that's just no excuse. You know, a person can't say no. A person can draw the line and say no.
Rick, a job is a job. If you want to blame somebody here, blame Gus Ituro. He's the one that's relentless.
Are you here for the buffet, or can I get your menu?
Well, what do you suggest?
I don't know what you like.
Well, what do you recommend? Because right now everything's looking pretty good to me.
Come this way.
Thank you.
Can you believe the nerve of this guy? He has to eat here?
Danny, it's a public place.
He probably just wants to get a reaction out of you, so we won't let him get to us, right?
Good idea.
Let's not let it ruin our date with Robbie, honey. Please just ignore him.
What do you want?
Well, you know, I can't make up my mind. Eggs Benedict, eggs Florentine, eggs with spinach, spinach with eggs.
Taking a blanket. Get out, now.
Minding my own business. I didn't say a word to your family. I see you're having the whole family here.
You talked to my lawyer, right? You know that already I have enough grounds to press harassment charges against you.
Don't sweat it. There are other eating establishments.
So why don't you go find one? Don't come back here.
Not a problem.
Hey, Michelle.
Spunky. Your wife is very spunky.
There you go. Medium rare and a beautiful slice of cheddar cheese.
Oh, you shouldn't have done this.
I won't tell your doctor if you don't tell your doctor. Doctor. You on a diet or something?
Guilt,
Come on.
guilt isn't your color, Harley.
What?
Not that I mind the royal treatment, but feeding me isn't necessary. I know that you feel guilty about investigating my family. But I know you, Coop. I know you. And I know that you never willingly do anything to hurt any one of us. Okay?
Yeah, it's just, you know, the unwillingly could be a problem.
But it's just part of your job. Relax. Okay? And aside from the occasional body in the Bauer patio, I see the Bauer family moving away from organized crime. Frank, relax. I'm kidding. Arturo's not going to find anything because Michelle and Danny have got nothing to hide. I want to get some more coffee. Anybody?
Oh, no. Okay, fine, thanks.
All right.
I want to tell him that Arturo doesn't care if Danny is a choir boy for the rest of his life. He's going to keep digging until he finds something. And I'm the shovel.
Rick gets the picture, but you don't have to become his personal slave to make up for it. Carrot curls, Harley? You've never, ever made carrot curls
Stop.
before.
It's just he's been a little upset lately.
And you're feeling bad because you're about to kick him?
No. It's the Bauer house, Frank. It's practically sacred ground. I mean, the house itself gives you a hug. You know what I mean? And I have to go in there and plant a bug. I mean, this is unreal.
Harley, Rick's a great guy, okay? But he's not an angel. You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Besides, this case isn't gonna last forever. Everything will get back to normal.
You make it sound so easy.
You've really gotten attached to the Bowers, haven't you? Ever since we both lost our marriages, they've kind of adopted us, haven't they?
I just don't want to lose my seat at the Bauer table, okay?
It's not gonna happen.
If Maida finds out about this, Frank, I am permanently off the Bauer barbecue guest list. You know what I mean?
Don't get caught.
I was minding my own business, and I ran into these 2 pieces of pound cake.
It's on the house.
No, I can't
On
keep
the
eating
house.
all your food.
No. And it's not because I feel guilty. Frank and I were just sitting here talking about how much your friendship means to us. And we know how much free food means to you. So.
Free is great, but I can't eat all this food.
Well,
Who ate my carrot curl?
I did, sorry.
see, my father owes me, a lot of money for all the free waitressing that I've been doing for him. And I owe you for all the free medical advice you've been giving me.
Did you see that?
Whoa. Excuse me. Did you just say free medical advice? What free medical advice?
For the rash that I
Yeah.
told you about, see, it's still there.
Did you see the allergist I told you?
No,
to
I'm
see?
convinced that this will go away when Arturo goes away.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. Harley, he's your boss. You gotta do what he tells you to do, but I know you hate investigating my little sister. I know that.
You don't know the half of it.
Guys, I'm telling you, you should see Michelle right now watching Danny hold that beautiful baby boy. I'm telling you, it's the happiest I've ever seen her. And after everything that she's been through, she deserves to be happy, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
my beepers. Well, that's predictable. I gotta go. I hate to eat and run, but I'll run and eat, whatever the case may be. See you later, guys. Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Any ice cream there, Buzz?
Rick is, he knows this isn't personal. And he won't hold it against you. Well, not for long.
Want to bet? I feel about 2 inches tall. And I itch.
Isn't Agent Arturo expecting you?
Probably.
What's the matter? The oatmeal didn't agree with you? You're looking a little green here.
Oh, maybe it's the anticipation of a whole day with Mr. Sunshine. Plus, I'm also worried about Dad. He's sitting over there. He's reading that book, and he's building up a head of steam. Maybe I should stay here and, prevent a homicide.
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean what I mean? If you go over there, you're going to rile them all up.
I will
It's just you guys are exactly alike. Okay, look, it's my burden to be the calm and level-headed one around here.
Burden?
I'm sorry, did I say burden? Joy and privilege of being loved so much. All right, I'm going to go over there and see how Dad's feeling about reading this time bomb book of his.
You're my hero, Frank.
Thank you, love you. Hey, Bob, how you doing? How's the book? Dad? Okay, let me try this again. As an officer of the law, Dad, I need your assurance that you're not plotting any violence against Blake. Dad, blink once for yes, twice for no. Dad, I need to know if everything's okay. Is everything okay?
It's okay.
Good, good. Thank you. Just keep reading there. I'm going to be over at the bar there with your daughter, Harley, son, Frank Cooper's, over here. Well.
That went well.
Yeah, he's okay. He's fine. Just let me have this delusion that everything's under control here, okay? Like having the feeling that I'm able to at least take care of someone around here.
Oh, you always take care of me.
Thanks, sis. Thanks. I think this book reading thing is good for him. I think he's actually making peace with everything there. See? Everything's calm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not for long.
Maybe I should go in first, test the waters.
No, I will not hide behind your skirts.
I don't look good in skirts.
Look, I'm sure that Buzz feels lousy for all the things he said to my mother because he was really angry at me. I guess the least I can do is give him a healthy way to vent his frustration.
Sounds like a self-help program.
Yeah, well, I have a lot to be thankful for. I have a great family. I have you, I have my kids, I have my mother. I have a career. I have a great book with great reviews. What does Buzz have? Zip.
Okay, when you put it that way.
This town is just too small, and I'm not going to spend my days avoiding him, so let's go in and do damage control. So you're giving it a shot. What do you think?
She wants to know what I think.
Buzz, I know that you are angry.
I was angry.
You're not anymore?
No. Now I'm furious.
Of course I'm furious. How dare you exploit the heart and soul of a woman with more courage and conviction than every one of us put together and make me like it?
You do?
It is one hell of a read.
It is?
Yes. This book that wrecked my life, chased my fiancée out of town, I can't put it down.
Really?
I'm lucky if I can come up for air long enough to feed the dinner crowd here. I mean, I can't wait to see how it ends.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, well, see, you're a writer, you know, that's...
I don't say. Buzz, I never expected you to be this generous.
What generous? It's the truth.
It means a lot to us, Buzz.
Well, it means a lot more to me knowing why things happened the way they did. I mean, I'm assuming that this isn't made up. This is, I mean, though theoretically it's fiction, right?
Oh, just to protect the innocent. I swear every single word is true.
Selena told you a lot more than she ever let on to me.
Well, maybe she didn't know how. Maybe this is her way of telling you.
Yeah? Okay. Wow. I mean, her kid knew that she tipped off Carmen, which led to his father being beaten to death?
Yes.
And so he just walked away from her.
She never saw him again. It's very tragic.
He never forgave her.
Well, maybe he has. I mean, maybe he understands better now.
I wish he'd told me. I could, well, what am I can't even straighten my own life out.
Come on. Done a great job.
Buzz, Selena, she stopped loving completely a long time ago. It's like she shut her heart down, and you can even squeeze a shadow through it. It wasn't you.
Does anybody know where the kid is now?
If Selena knows, I swear she didn't tell me.
Who knows, maybe she'll come back to town someday if she learns that the Santos family is out of the mob.
No, I don't think so.
I don't either.
I suppose Holly's read this, and I don't suppose that if I, like, crawled over broken glass that she'd listen to my apology.
You'd have to do it all the way to St. Cristobal, because that's where she is covering the coronation.
Did Billy go with her?
No.
Good.
Oh, man, Fed alert, Fed alert.
Are you following me?
Do you always assume that?
No.
Have you worked at Bower House yet? Because I haven't seen a report.
You just got the green light on that bug last night. What do you want me to do? Walk in there and say, okay, stop everything, everybody. I have to plant a bug. These things take time.
Oh, no, I'd better not.
You know what? If you're in such a hurry, why don't you go and plant the bug?
I already did.
When? Where?
I'm not telling you. You don't...
In the house?
No, that's your job. Unless, of course, you're chickening out on me.
As if?
Well, any year now would be great. Unless, of course, the thought of doing your job would make you throw up again.
Whoa, what's that about?
It had nothing to do with my job. I'm having an allergic reaction, I told you.
Yeah, to me, the guy with no friends.
No, come on. Harley's just a practical joker, right, sis?
We worked together long enough, right, Frank? I'm sure you'll build up an immunity.
I'm already immune.